So I have been pondering about this thing with fallen angels, and if you ponder the word angel, you have angle, as it's an anagram for angle. And if you have Mr. Astrotheology, I refer to him a lot. He's a great philosopher, synchronist, and he knows this. He has studied this with words. So, angel comes from the word angle, astrological angles, and so we are all angles, angels. We all have our angles in the astro, like our Swedish ancestors, Scandinavian ancestors here. We had Asatro. That's an anagram for astro. Asatro. It's Asatro is an anagram for astro. So of course we worship the stars. Everything comes from the stars. So I've been pondering so much about these demons. They are fallen angels, they say. They say that Lucifer is a fallen angel, and as far as I am concerned, he's a sun god. He's an aspect of the sun. That's his origin. And the sun is his fall in Libra. O Lucifer, son of the morning, how thou hast fallen. The sun in the morning is sun in Aries, rising in the east. And he falls in the west in Libra, under the lordship of Venus. So that's why he's called Lord and Prince of the Air, because he's royal wherever he is. The sun is royal, royalty, loyalty, lions, the ruler in Leo, and regulations, rulers, regulus, governments. So and then I pondered Belial is also said to be a fallen angel. And he to me is Jupiterian, and because he's here in a Jupiterian form, Davic Jupiterian form, and Jupiter falls in Capricorn. So then he's a Jupiterian aspect in Capricorn. He's then he has shown another humanoid aspect of himself, where he's mercurial, where he looks more like not a big deva, but an asura, and where he appears more kinder, much more easier to deal with. I think that's the most the women who like him and go well with him. I wonder if he is in that aspect with him, not showing his bigger, because his big dark, his big Davic form is impossible. It's so evil, but also so disabled. So that explains it. He's a fallen angle. Jupiter, if he's Jupiterian, and Jupiter falls in Capricorn. So he hasn't mastered he hasn't mastered his fall in Capricorn. He's a God aspect then of Jupiter in Capricorn, fallen angle, fallen angel that hasn't mastered his fall. That's why he's a little chaotic and disturbed, and has to be a little excused for his disablement, kind of. Kidding, but it's yeah. And the same with Lilith. She's a moon, an aspect of the moon. And the moon fall, and she's also a fallen angel, it's said. And the moon falls in Scorpio, where every planet or everyone is disabled in Scorpio, because everyone in Scorpio has to go through so many difficult life crises, deaths and rebirth, like transformations that no planet exalts there. But the moon is especially disabled there because the moon has its exaltation point in Taurus. And Taurus is the easiest sign, the opposite of Scorpio. You know, the one who just glides through life. You know, they just have everything. Yeah, you know, the opposite to Scorpios are never safe. We are traumatized. We're from birth. We have never experienced trust. We cannot trust in anyone. I've never been able to trust in anyone in our lives, and we have gone through so many life crises and traumas, and from both just natural, real life, from diseases to operations to sudden accidents to smashing cars. I mean, it's and the moon is extra disabled there, so I guess we have to excuse Lilith for being so disturbed also. I guess she hasn't mastered her fall there either, if my theory is correct about this fallen angel, and she's in her nature is of the moon, and I'm pretty sure of it because I'm Saturnian and I can't stand her. It's like with friction just as much. If you know, Saturn is in he's the opposer number one, then he opposes the moon and the sun. So, and when the sun and moon isn't functioning, he can't stand them. You know, it's really painful for him to be around them when they don't function. So he has to do everything to get away from them when they don't function, and they can't accept. They are in both as much opposition. I mean, the moon just whines and thinks she's sorry for herself because she isn't loved by him like she has the right to be loved by everyone. And the sun, he just gets furious and gets his pride hurt, and for being criticized, he can't take criticism. And I know this so well because I have a son born in Leo with the sun right on his ascendant. Oh, and man, do we friction. And my mother has the moon in the sign of Cancer. And when I feel her moon is sent on, ooh, I can't stand. We have, oh my God, I mean, she's disgusting. She's to the extent that she has traumatized me. You know, the moon is she is, when she is in her worst aspect, she's borderline. She's all borderline. That's she holds on to shit. She's a preserver, and she takes in more than she gives out. So she's constantly, neediness is the moon when she isn't functioning. So she's just constantly needy and can't, when she doesn't function, can't regulate her emotions, and I mean, guilt trips and collapse narcissist, borderline. That's my mother, you know, and she ensnares and she's had me hostage all her life, you know, refuses to let me go. And we have been, I mean, the violence and the for me to, I said, all the fights I have had to be in with her, to understand that I'm not her fucking slave and she has no right to, I'm not her fucking extension. She has no right, but she just enslaves. And she has no, I mean, the assumptions she has about love and what love is are totally out of, it's just, she has no clue about what love is. Love to her is just sheer abuse, just sheer ensnarement, like she owns you. And she has the right to you and to your love and to everything, and she refuses to let you go. The moon is a preserver, so she just preserves shit. When she doesn't function, she just preserves shit and refuses to change. And it's a real hellish hell. And for me to be then Saturnian and to be in her presence, you know, it's so fucking painful. It's because the real Saturn is known as the opposer, and it's really painful to be around these people when they are not highly functioning, really abusive. So you just have to be, you have to try to save yourself in every way possible. You get thrown into survival, just sheer survival mode, to try to free yourself and do everything to survive, because and the moon is known as the queen and the sun is the king, and they, you know, the king and the queens, that has lorded earth, they chop off people's heads if people don't fit their rules and regulations and commands. Yeah, I mean, they're ruthless narcissists. So yeah, and so that's Lilith. So no wonder we friction. And I've told her, get away from me, because you don't be around me. I'm Saturnian, you are moon, and you're low functioning. It's sheer torment for me to have you around me. And don't come near me, because I'm not kind. I'm Saturnian. I'm darkness. I will hurt you. Just get away from me. You know how I've had it. You're gonna be around me. You're gonna feel like my mother. You're gonna be, you're just gonna feel sorry for yourself and try to blame me for not being able to take responsibility. I mean, get away from me. It's a unhealthy relationship for you to be around me. You do not deserve to be loved. Love is something you earn. One has to earn to be loved. One has to be lovable. But she doesn't get it. She thinks she's entitled to everyone to like her and love her. You know, like just like when the moon doesn't function as she should. So, yeah. That, and she's a fallen angel. So, she's probably moon in she's probably an aspect of the moon in Scorpio then. Really disabled. Really, and I've seen her fight with Saturn in the astral, and it has made me just I have to look away to the extent that they hurt each other. I mean, it's and I mean and now I'm and of course she loses. I mean, he's 100 times stronger than her. Of course she's gonna end up crying, snurring around and trying to lick his ass afterwards just to be in his it's disgusting. And then just to ensnare him, to try to overpower him because she's so disturbed. So I mean, the last time he abused her severe, she was really abusive to him, so he gave back, and then she was like, yeah, in torment. I mean, she deserved it. She asked for it. And then she was like trying to lick his ass, like just to ensnare him again, you know. But as far as I understood it, he broke up with her. I have told him don't do that to yourself. Engage with her romantically. It's a really destructive thing to do, to engage in a relationship with her. But he doesn't listen to me. He doesn't listen to anyone. Totally impossible. Just like me. Oh, that's strange. I'm Saturnian. But yeah, and that might explain also because Samael is also a fallen angel, and he's Mars, the soul of Mars. And where does Mars fall? The angel of Mars, he falls in Cancer. That explains why he has so many disgusting moon women around him, like Lilith, and this synonym is just disturbed, like Lilith. Two rigid narcissists, and then he has two who seems like to be codependent, Agrabat Malat, and this other one seems to be a too resilient one, and then Synonym and Lilith, two rigid ones. But I mean that could explain why, if he's in his falling Cancer, why he has two really difficult moon goddesses to fight with. Because I've seen him and Lilith fight. It's narcissistically disgusting to watch. I mean, I'm so sick of narcissism and code. I'm so sick of it. But it's because I have Pluto on my ascendant, and Pluto is known as Dracula, and the Draculonic myth is all about narcissists. How you from birth get programmed with their fucking bullshit, bitten by them. They just suck out your soul because you're in a trance-like state up until you're like 4 or 5 years old or something like that. But anyway, and back to Samael. Maybe that was why Samael wasn't powerful enough to because he could hold his women. He could protect me from his women from abusing me. like keep Lilith away and the other women. But he was so sorrowful because he didn't feel he was able to keep Belial away. And that was why I started. I went over to start working with Last Medium Frontier, and then Samal didn't want to work with me simultaneously. So then I had to let okay, that's your will. Yeah, just had to. I let him go. Okay. So just stepped over to just working with this medium Last Frontier then. But then I had no protection from Samael, from Lilith, so she started tormenting, being abusive again. So I had to tell this medium Last Frontier, now I have no protection from, so now Lilith is aggravating and going at me again. So this last medium Frontier, but she just said, I'm going to take them all down. But then she demanded so much money, I couldn't afford it. As I told you in the last video, I found it very strange, and I have questioned her morals regarding all this, because I gave her like $25 straight away for goodwill, like I want you to have something for responding to my cry for help. But then she demanded $22 for attributes you had to go to buy at the store, and then she demanded $300 at least $300 for the Native American Indians and for our gods, to strengthen the gods, and it didn't make sense. So I asked her, like, do you mean you need to donate to the Native Americans? And then she just said, yeah. And the more you donate, the better. So if you can give more than $300, then it's better. So I gave, $30. So 300 Swedish crowns. So I gave 400 Swedish crowns. Because I thought it was going to go straight to Indian charity, Native American charity, but as I explained, and I didn't even have that money. I don't have that money to give away, but I have Jupiter and Ketu in my second house, so I'm like always giving more than I can afford. And I thought it was for a good cause, but then it struck me like when she knows I'm on sick pension and everything, why would the ancestors demand $30 from someone they know are on sick pension? That doesn't sound like Native American Indians. They know suffering, and they know what it's like to be out of money. They would never demand that kind of money from a poor woman. That it doesn't make sense. And if she was virtuous, if it was me who worked with the Native American Indians, and they wanted a donation, I would tell my client to, will you please donate what you can afford to the Native American Indians, because they are helping you. They are working with me to try to fight off, so you won't be abused by this demon. But that wasn't what she did. She just demanded at least this amount, and it's been also strange. So Belial just blocked that. He fucked up, so she couldn't take out the money. And I told in the recent video, I already told all this, and I haven't checked my PayPal, because she just sent it back, and I was supposed to send it back to her. But seriously, I don't think I'll send the money back if he releases the money to me, because I have $100 1,000 Swedish crowns. I don't even have, because now I've been at the store, I have like 600 Swedish crowns. That's like $60 left to live on for the rest of the month. I can't afford to donate those 400, and especially not. And she's and when I asked her, well, were you gonna try to donate it? Why won't you answer me? Where are you gonna go and donate the money? She said, I'll just go to an Indian temple here, she wrote. As far as I know, there exists no Native American temples in the United States. Have you ever heard of a Native American temple in the United States to go and donate money to? I mean, they have their reservoirs, right? Or what was it called? Their land spaces where you can probably go and donate, but temples? I mean, it's just the things she writes just so strange. And then I really questioned her morals about taking so much money from, and then because then she wanted $50 more, as I told you in the recent video, to buy stones and attributes for rituals and stuff. And like, haven't you got anything? I get children allowance, welfare support, the 18th this month, and it isn't much. It's $25. It's 2,500 crowns something. And she wants 5. I mean, I have children, and I mean, when all my bills are paid, I have $400. I think it's in 4,000 Swedish crowns is all I have left. When I'm a single mother living on sick pension, you know. And they have, I don't even know, because now, I mean, I get welfare from insurance for sick people, and they have lowered one of my welfare income sources. So, I mean, I don't even know if I have 4,000 Swedish crowns left, $40 left, for $400 left after everything is paid for, and 2 children to take care of. So I mean, and the black magicians, like I wrote to her, they didn't act this way. They were willing to help me for free and give me instructions, you know, to try to free myself. And I gave them what I could out of goodwill, and they thanked me and thought it was honorable. But they wouldn't have asked it from me. They were willing to do it for free because they had observed me and knew my situation. So, and she claims to be a good one, a light warrior. And it's so strange why the good ones, they have always traumatized me and betrayed me, and I don't get it. Why have I never met a single so-called good one who is really good, who knows truly goodness? I have, I have my brother. He does. He masters unconditional love and giving, and my youngest son. 2 people. I am fortunate that way, but of all, I mean, in the that I have met through all my life, just met narcissists, kind of. It's so sad, truly sad. And I had something I was gonna say. And yeah, I pondered the darkness also. Why darkness is so much for equality. Because black is just black. All black stars are just black. There's no difference in their, they're just black. If you look out in the night, it's just black. But if you look at bright stars, light stars, they shine in different spectrums of light and colors and stuff. They're different. You know, their shine is different. They're red stars, they're yellow stars, they're blue stars, they're blue giants, they're red giants, they're yellow dwarfs, there are red dwarfs, they're brown dwarfs, stars. But the black is just black. A black hole is just a black hole. There's no difference between, you know. So you see why darkness is so much for equality, why the Asuras are so great and want this greatness for all. Because everyone's equal to the dark, you know. Logically, I'm just philosophizing, using logic. Yeah. So and now, since I had to tell her that if you want $50, 500 Swedish crowns, then we have to pause. I can't afford to give you that. I have 2 children I have to feed myself and my children, so since Samuel had resigned his work with me, didn't want to work with me while I worked with her, then I was completely out of protection. So Belial and Lilith started to fuck around, you know. So I was like, now I have to come up with some shit here in the astral myself. So I wrote a banish in my own fucking banishing, and turned to Varuna and the darkness and the Asuras and all the black ones and the devil to help me, because something struck me that evil deeds needs evil protection. That's probably why she couldn't get our gods to or light angels to block him from. I mean, he abused her. He made sure she couldn't take out the money, and her gods and her angels couldn't do shit about it. Yeah, that's I'm just going back to black. It's I think Joseph at Legion of Lilith was so much more virtuous and honorable, and Demetrius helping me for free. They didn't even want to take my money, but I said I want to this evokes, I want to out of love give you something back, because I'm so grateful that you reached out a hand to me for free, because I've been screaming for help in black magic communities, but all I've met in black magic communities have been narcissistically just validated Belial's abuse and stuff. So I've had to withdraw from trying to reach out for help in black magic communities, because they are so I don't get it. They are so narcissistic and bullying. I just trying to use demons to overpower from weakness. So yeah. So I was so grateful, because the demons are drawn to me like they're just drawn to me, probably because I am an Asura. I am a Saturnian, and I Pluto on my ascendant. That's Shiva and Saturn. That's Shiva and Satan. That's Shiva, that's Dracula and Satan together, you know. So it isn't strange that I resonate with the dark. I've been a nocturnal one all my life. I've always had problems switching, always loved roaming out at night, more than being awake during the day. and stuff. So it isn't strange that the demons are drawn to me, that I'm drawn to them. But at the same time, the abuse, I can't. I have to save myself from the abuse, like from Belial and Lilith. You know, you can't go well along with everyone. It's you know, and you're so powerless when they misuse their abilities. As a human, yeah, you're so powerless. You need gods to protect you. You need equally strong gods on the other side, equally strong as them, to push them away. You know, because you as a human can't. But so now I'm working with hardcore with Varuna and the darkness, Rahu, and Sanatos. Got in touch a little bit with Satan. I kind of got a little, because I've been in touch with satanic energies before, and it's just been pure love. But now when I started speaking to him, it was kind of like he challenged me. So I got reserved, so I withdraw, like because I can't have any more abuse, and no more. I'm so tired of masculines testing me, and you know, you know, the masculine challenging, because that's what I've been in such challenging relationships with humans all my life, and it's made me chronically ill, and I can't take any more difficult masculine challenging relationships. So yeah, I withdrew from Satan. So we'll see if I ever approach him again, or if we ever communicate again. But so I wrote this, my own banishing, and I think I mean I'm kind of doing what Joseph taught me, but I'm leaving it with someone, because what if that's it? That he doesn't have the strength because he's in his fall. He's a fallen angel, and that's Mars in Cancer. So he doesn't have the strength maybe to fight off Belial. And if Belial is in his fall, and that's opposite to, if Belial is Jupiterian, then and Jupiter falls in Capricorn, that's opposite to Cancer. So they should be equally weak. Then somebody should be able to fight. They should be able to fight. He should be able to. But I mean, if they're in their fall and they haven't mastered their fall and they're just debilitated, then yeah, I need strong gods, strong and undebilitated gods to fight off Belial and his abuse. So I'm turning to the ancient one, Varuna, the first judge of gods and humans alike, and the Asuras. All Asuras, all dark ones who have my best interest at heart, as well as the world's best interest at heart. That's who I'm turning to now. And I'm gonna read this exorcism to you, and in another video. I could share it like a meditation, take you through it like a meditation if anyone needs it. I would share it for free. You know, I wouldn't take any money for helping someone be free of abuse. That's if someone wanted to give me something out of gratitude and goodwill, that's I would humbly and honor them for it. But I've saved so many people from I mean in crises and death-like situations. And it's purely out of unconditional love. I've never would I demand anything for saving someone's life, or it's yeah. But anyway, so so I mean, and right is always always superior to wrong. Wrong is always wrong, and right is always right. That's it's so easy if you ever suffer someone's abuse, and just know if you're righteous, you know you have yourself in check. You know they're doing the wrong thing, and you're doing the right thing. You're always superior, because right is right and wrong is wrong. It's very easy. But yeah, so now I'm working. Now I'm just I'm my own magician in the magician archetype, and doing my own magic and my own exorcism. And I think I will turn to Joseph and Demetrius at Legion of Lilith again if I need help. I think because I don't trust in it. I don't. She feels untrustworthy. This woman at the Last Frontier Media. She doesn't seem to. She didn't. I thought she was that kind of woman who worked out of goodwill and unconditional love and stuff. But being in touch with her, it doesn't seem that way. And she discredits people for taking so much money, taking charge for and I don't get it, because now she seems to do the same, but in disguise of donating to Indians and having to buy I don't know what stuff. Nothing like that with Joseph or Demetrius at Legion of Lilith, and they are black magicians. So I mean, who's the good one here? She who claims to be a light warrior, and they are black magicians. I mean, who are scapegoated always, and who are called the so-called good ones. I mean, people really gotta question things. Yeah. So I'm gonna check my PayPal now, see if any money has dropped in. Oh, and then if it has, I'm gonna ponder what to do. If it hasn't, then I'm gonna ponder what to do also. Because I can't let Belial take $400, 400 Swedish crowns from me either. So, and she has been in contact with the PayPal support, and I saw that the transaction before today. I saw that the transaction that it had come in, but the amount of money available was still 000. So it's gonna be interesting to see now if there has dropped in any money. If it's not so, she's been in contact with support, then I'm gonna have to contact support also, and have them sort out why the you can see the transaction that it's gone through down in the history, but the numbers are still at 0. And then I mean, and if say the money has popped in, I don't trust her. I don't think I'll employ her anymore. But because now I'm already have done this exorcism, written this myself, and I'm working with my own gods again, and I'm in my black dark, fighting them in the astral myself. I mean, it's a relief if someone else would fight them for me, but at the same time I can't afford it if it's gonna. So I don't know. I might as well just keep on fighting them myself, if it comes to choosing her. Because Varuna blessed me with this exorcism, and Saturn signed it in the astral, so he approves of it, and so yeah, I might as well be my own magician and exorcist. Maybe that's how it ends, at least for now. I mean, I have no choice. I can't afford to pay her, and I have no adepts. I have adepts in the astral around me, walking besides me, and I have Isis, mistress of all magic, here, and I am in contact with Mercury, who rules the archetype of the magician. So I mean, and I have so much plutonium, so I should be, but it's this is that problem that I'm chronically ill, and I've now I'm free. My children are at their father's for the rest of the week. I think they will be back in the weekend. So for the moment, I'm relieved that in that way, but so I get to rest a bit from being a mother anyway, knowing they're at their fathers. But yeah, I give it back to you with the I'm gonna check my PayPal, and I already had one comment thinking that I should he also thought felt it was strange that I could donate it myself, and ask her what she needs so much money to go buy stones and stuff for, if she can't find it easier, or even he also thought I should just pause the workings with her. Yeah, kind of nice to have someone to talk to about it. I'm so lonely otherwise. If I don't have anyone commenting, I have no one to talk to really about this. I have no friends around that have any experience in black magic. I have one, but she's in a wheelchair, and she doesn't have so much energy to be social. So yeah, but I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna check my PayPal and see if the money has come in. You have a great. Bye.